Okay, when my parents moved from Florida up to Hartford, first at the end of World War II, when all the veterans came back
Mhm.
and were trying to relocate, there wasn't enough housing built in the country to handle all this. So they built projects. And we lived in one little project in East Hartford, Connecticut, until we could buy that house on Granby Street. And I remember at a going away party from there, my father had some of his friends over, and I remember I was like 3 years old. So this would have been 1946.
Okay.
And one of his friends said, Dave, how much you paying for that house? And he said, $8,500. And my father's friend said, you're paying how much? $8,500? You're paying way too much. Price of homes are going to come down. I think he was wrong.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
tried to get recently a quote to remodel the upstairs hallway bathroom in my house and they wanted 25,000.
Right.
And it was just like a floor
Yeah.
and the shower. It wasn't even like the whole bathroom.
So we moved from East Hartford to Hartford in 1946. Then I think it was like 1954 or 1955, we moved from Hartford to West Hartford, Connecticut. My father designed and built the house in West Hartford.
Oh, wow.
And I remember the contractor complaining he didn't like a couple of angles on the roof, the way it was joined.
Rocky. Oh.
And my father said, I made it out of cardboard. You can do it out of wood.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the house we grew up in West Hartford from sixth grade on. At the end of fifth grade, back in those days, most Jewish families didn't move. They kind of stayed where they were.
Most Americans didn't move
Right.
then, right?
And then there was a big exodus of Jews from Hartford to West Hartford. And that's when we ended up moving. But I remember at the end of fifth grade, because the families very rarely moved back then. We met the teacher we were going to have the next year.
Okay.
And it was the one teacher I did not want.
Of course.
Yeah. Keller was her name.
I don't remember my teacher's names.
Yeah.
Just one or two.
My brother had her before me, 3 years before me. So, and I know they did not get along at all. And she was one of these old school moms who lived across the street in an apartment from the school, never married. You know, she looked like the only thing missing from being a witch was a broom to fly on.
Goodness.
Yeah, she was not very attractive. And so I go into this room and there she is, the one teacher I did not want for the next year.
And what were you like? Was it elementary? Was it fourth or fifth grade?
Fifth grade.
Fifth grade. Okay.
I was going to go into sixth grade.
Okay.
And she looked at the list of names and she looked at me and looked at the list of names and looked at me and said, you're not at all like your father.
Your father.
I thought I was going to be compared to my brother.
Yes.
This really is going back.
She'd been teaching that long.
She was teaching longer than that. I think she was there when the school was built during the Civil War. I'm not sure. It was close.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah.
And schools back
So then I
then.
got home that afternoon and I looked at my mother and I said, aren't we building a house in West Hartford? And she said, yes. I said, when are we going to move? She said, in August. I said, oh, thank God. And then I told her the story.
Oh my gosh. So you never had to have Keller as your
I
teacher.
never had her, right.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so that was, then you moved to West Hartford. What was life? That was the house that, no, do I know this
White Hill
house?
Drive.
Okay, I've seen that house.
Right.
Now, is that the
No.
one that, we have cousins still in that area
Yeah.
from mom's side?
Right. From mom's side.
Okay.
And the Janschels are still, I guess, in the West Hartford area. A lot of
Oh,
them.
okay, so I'll have to look on a tree and see how
Right.
Janschels are
But
connected.
before I met your mother, I double dated with Arthur Janschel, I remember. Because he was a year older. He had a driver's license. So I didn't have it yet. So
Okay, so yeah, I'll have to look at the tree, see
Yeah.
who this, they did not know this family. I think I'd heard the name a couple times in my childhood, but did not know anything
right,
else.
they were cousins, you know.
Gotcha.
That's when all the families were close together. Now they're all spread out all over the country
Right.
and now counting Jessica all over the world.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So if anyone's watching this in the future, my middle daughter now lives in London. So
Right.
who knows where she'll be in the future, probably
Right.
London forever, but
Good shot for that.
good shot for them. She's very happy there.
Yeah, that's what counts.
And I can't imagine your family, your parents or grandparents imagining somebody just moving over the pond just because they enjoy life better there.
Well, my brother died 14 years ago.
Has it been that long?
That's been that long. He was 69 when he died. I was 66, so it's 14 years. I'm 80 now.
Sounds so young.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna pause this and I want to ask all about your brother.
okay.